I'm Andy Strong with A Strong Photo, and I'm here today to talk with you about innovation, and specifically how our studio uses an expanded pre-production process to co-curate with our clients and go from inspiration to innovation. Step 1, investigation. I really want to make sure that I'm asking the right questions to my clients and getting really specific answers with the objective of knowing what do they think is cool. And we really want to hone in on the idiosyncrasies of our clients, and that way we are providing a really specific experience for them that they can take with them for the rest of their life. The two main questions that we start off every single creative inquiry with are, what are 3 adjectives that you'd like to use to describe your content? And who are 3 artists or public figures whose careers that you admire? The objective of this investigation is to get a sense of what your client's visual vocabulary is. We want to really know what they think is cool and how we can make them look that cool and feel that cool, and work with them on honing that in and seeing a vision of themselves that is greater and bigger and more expansive than they could have ever imagined by themselves. What's really cool about this process is that no one has the same answers. You ask 2 questions that have a possibility of 6 blanks that they have to fill, and there is no one that has come up with the same exact combination of answers. I find that extremely invigorating, because I know that when I'm going into a portrait session that I'm dealing with an individual and I'm dealing with someone on really on a one-on-one basis, and I'm starting to get to what makes them them. Now we're gonna go to step 2, aggregation. What is aggregation? Well, it's a fancy word for gathering that rhymes with innovation. We're going to take all of the adjectives and the celebrities, and we are going to gather visual references for this. And the main tool that we use for this is Pinterest. The objective of aggregation is to throw as much creative paint at the wall as we possibly can. We are here gathering as much information. We're going to pile it up in Pinterest, and the next step we're going to kind of hone it in. Step 3, distillation. Distillation is where we're going to take all of that creative paint that we flung to the wall, and we're going to boil it down and hone it into a singular or a few creative ideas. For the distillation process, the main tool that we're going to use is our own personal taste. The questions I'm asking myself during this process are, what's my favorite? What's my favorite photo of Leonardo DiCaprio or of Tom Brady or of Helen Mirren in this collection that I've gathered? I'm gonna drag those up to the top using Pinterest. I'm gonna move them around and see what hair should I recommend to my client? What wardrobe options am I going to recommend? What locations might be applicable for this if we're going to go on location and get out of the studio? Distill what visual vocabulary we have, and I'm trying to be able to offer something specific that we can talk to our client about. Now we're on to step 4, fortification. This is the part where we're going to make our ideas, our objectives, and ourselves as artists stronger. The main tools that I use for fortification are creative visualization and pen and paper. Writing it out, really being able to see the answers to these questions. 1, what could I have done better on this upcoming shoot? I'll do a creative visualization about things that I am working on and how I can apply them to this specific scenario. I'll try to think of this specific person in this specific location and all of the things that I'm trying to work on and how I can dial them in for this upcoming shoot. The second question that I'll ask myself is, why must I create this work of art? This really hones in on what is my objective, how is this serving myself as an artist, and how am I able to serve my client and provide a better service. Knowing all of this gives me great confidence when I'm going into a shoot. The third thing I want to strengthen for is the haters, right? When you know why you're doing what you're doing and you know how you're going to do it and how you're going to improve your process, it's a lot easier to take constructive criticism or just any criticism from another person, because you understand that this is their subjective opinion of your experience that you have really taken the time to dial in. All right, now we are ready for step 5, implementation. Implementation is the stage on the day of the shoot where you are actually putting all of this into action. The main tool that we're going to use for implementation is our own willpower. Right? It's the willpower to stick to our objective, to trust that we've done our homework. I want to go back through my entire process during this implementation and just do quick check-ins. Are we making sure that our client looks approachable, calm, and collected if that's what they're going for? Are we making sure that they look psychedelic, fun, and wily if that's what they're going for? Are we honing in and using that visual vocabulary that we've created and using it as inspiration? Are we combining elements so that we're not just simply copying someone else's work, but we are utilizing these resources as inspiration? We're taking a little bit from here, we're taking a little bit from here, and we are combining to create something wholly original and new, and that speaks to both you as an artist and your client as a client, as a person, as a human, as a person with a soul. I hope by watching this video that you are able to get some clues into how to get to know your clients a little bit better and connect with them, as well as to hone in on your artistic prowess and find out a little bit more about what your particular style is and how you can make that style versatile so that it goes into any portrait session with a lot of confidence. I'd love to hear how you implement any one of these into your creative process. So please give us a comment below, and if you found this informative or educational, or you want to try some of these things out, we'd love to hear from you. So leave a comment below, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the Behind the Shutter channel for more great photography education. Subscribe, like.